BG3 is coming out in about a week. While everyone is absorbing all this information about the classes and the races and the multiclassing and the skills, you know what you should really be focusing on to prepare for the release. Who are you going to romance? So let's do a quick breakdown of all of these options available to you in the full game. Please note that Minsk and Jaheira are not confirmed romance options, just confirmed companion options. If you've played early access or have paid any sort of attention to BG3 news, then you know that the core companion characters, Astorion, Gail, Shadowheart, Lysol, and Will, are all romanceable. In addition to them, in the full game, you will also be able to romance Karlach, Manthara, and Halsin. 8 options is pretty good. Who you'll want to romance is going to depend on a few things. Who do you find attractive in terms of looks and personality? What kind of playthrough are you planning to do? And do you like bears? That last one was a joke. Let's start with my personal favorite, Astorion. You like sarcastic, snobbish elves that bite? Then Astorion is the match for you. This pale, quick-witted companion rides the line between good and evil, and in my early access playthrough, I was able to romance him despite doing a generally good playthrough. He may not approve of all your commendable choices, but he's not truly an evil character, at least not in Act 1. You will, however, need to be willing to part with a little bit of blood. Do you like witty, magic-absorbing humans? Then Gail is your match made in heaven. He's a quippy fellow for sure, but with less oozing sarcasm than your vampire friend. Gail, although shrouded in mystery, is so far considered a good character. He will approve of you doing the right thing, although keep in mind that there is often no truly right answer, so it's a bit subjective. If you want to try and stay on the straight and narrow, Gail will likely respect and admire you for that, as long as you keep giving him artifacts to absorb. Do you like stubborn, snobby, and jerky elves? Not all that far from Astorion, but Shadowheart definitely won the contest for the snarkiest, rudest companion in early access. But hey, that might just be your thing. This cleric has more bite than Astorion, as she doesn't mince words, but despite telling a lot of things as they are, she also harbors dark secrets and is a very private, guarded person, making her hard to read and get close to. If you like a challenge and don't mind getting past her cold, standoffish exterior, then Shadowheart will be a good match for you. Do you like strong, disciplined Githyanki? Then Lysol is the woman for you. Also not one to mince words, but will certainly mince your head if you don't watch yourself. She's fiery, and that is admirable, but it can get frustrating at times when you're just trying to finish the frickin' side quest, Lysol. What was I saying? Right, Lysol, much like Astorion, seems to fall between the sides of good and evil. She is lawful and dedicated to her race and culture, but that doesn't mean she won't ever see error in their ways, as we find out during the first encounter with other Githyanki. If you want a woman who will put you in your place, both mentally and physically, then Lysol is a great choice. Do you like mysterious, punny humans that try too hard? Then Will could very well be your soulmate. Although arguably the least interesting companion in early access, he is generally likable, pleasant to speak with, and tries to do the right thing. Will, like Gail, would be considered a good character, although some of his past choices were certainly less than good. And similar to Shadowheart, he's got some secrets he won't easily divulge, so you may have to put some faith in before it's truly earned. Something to note about Will is that for the full game, he's going to be somewhat different, perhaps very different. He was assigned a new voice actor, and was reworked based on, well, being the least popular companion. So we'll see how much this metamorphosis changes him, and if that means he's a better or worse choice for you. With the core companions out of the way, let's discuss the newcomers. If you want to do a good run, or at least a neutral one, Karlach and Halsin are good choices. Karlach is a spirited tiefling full of energy, ambition, and an infernal heart, so she has a complicated past. That just makes her interesting. If you caught the latest panel from Hell, and make sure you watch it if you haven't by now, then you'll know she can be bubbly and other times sweet. So if you're a sweet tooth, then she's your treat. Halsin is a stoic, good-hearted wood elf and leader of the Druid Grove. You actually get to have him join you partway through early access campaign. As we also saw from the panel from Hell, he can be a bit of a wild card when, excited. But other than some possible awkward and or dangerous moments while doing the do, he's a good guy that cares about others. If you can get past the whole sometimes turns into a bear at weird moments thing, or if that is your thing, then Halsin will make you very happy. Now what if you want to be an evil bastard? No worries, Manthara has you covered. Although not a whole lot is known about her just yet, beyond being a drow paladin who works with goblins, we do know that she's got a flair for evil. If you want this sadistic dark elf to join your camp, you're going to need to make some sacrifices. But that's the point of an evil run, right? Everyone is a potential liability to getting what you want. If you like strong, dark, and dastardly villains, Manthara will be the Deville to your Cruella. There you have it, 8 options for finding true love in BG3. Have you decided who you want to share your RPG hopes and dreams with? Or do you plan to leave it to fate and see where the dice fall? Leave it in the comments and get ready for a whole lot of streaming madness.